Grizzly bear. Author D. Selzer-McKenzie. The grizzly bear, Ursus arctos horribilis, also known as the silvertip bear, is a subspecies of brown bear, Ursus arctos, that generally lives in the uplands of western North America. This subspecies is thought to descend from Ussery brown bears which crossed to Alaska 100,000 years ago, though they did not move south until 13,000 years ago. Left square bracket 1 right square bracket. Grizzlies are normally solitary active animals, but in coastal areas the grizzly congregates alongside streams, lakes, rivers, and ponds during the salmon spawn. Every other year, females, sows, produce 1 to 4 young, commonly 2, which are small and weigh only about 500 grams, 1 pound. A sow is protective of her offspring and will attack if she thinks she or her cubs are threatened. Grizzly bears are North America's second largest land carnivore, after the polar bear. Left square bracket 2 right square bracket. Size and weight varies greatly according to geographic location. Inland bears, particularly those of the Yukon region, may weigh as little as 300 lbs, 136 kilograms, for adult males. The largest populations are found in coastal areas where weights are typically 500 to 900 lbs, 225–420 kilograms. Populations found in Katmai National Park in the Alaskan Peninsula may approach or just exceed 1,000 lbs, 450 kilograms. The females are on average 38% smaller, left square bracket 3 right square bracket, at about 250–450 pounds, 114–160 kilograms. Left square bracket 4 right square bracket. An example of sexual dimorphism. On average, grizzly bears stand about 1 meter, 3.3 feet, at the shoulder when on all fours and 2 meters, 6.6 feet, on their hind legs. Left square bracket 5 right square bracket. But males often stand 2.44 meters, 8 feet, or more on their hind legs. On average, grizzly bears from the Yukon River area are about 20% smaller than typical grizzlies. Left square bracket 6 right square bracket. Formerly, taxonomists listed brown and grizzly bears as separate species. The grizzly is classified as a brown bear subspecies, Ursus arctos horribilis. The term brown bear is commonly used to refer to the members of this subspecies found in coastal areas where salmon is the primary food source, but in fact, these are just coastal grizzlies in contemporary taxonomic classification. Inland bears and those found in northern habitats are more often called grizzlies. Brown bears on Kodiak Island, referred to as Kodiak bears, are classified as a distinct subspecies from those on the mainland because they are genetically and physically isolated. The shape of their skulls also differs slightly. A grizzly bear skull. The grizzly's coloring ranges widely depending on geographic areas, from white to almost black, and all shades in between. Left square bracket 7 right square bracket. The grizzly also has a large hump over the shoulders, which is a muscle mass used to power the forelimbs in digging. This muscle is commonly used to dig for their various vegetative food sources. Left square bracket 8 right square bracket. The hind legs are more powerful, however. The muscles in the lower legs provide enough strength for the bear to stand up and even walk short distances on its hind legs, giving it a better view of its surroundings. The head is large and round with a concave, disc-shaped, facial profile. In spite of their massive size, these bears can run at speeds of up to 56 km per hour, 35 miles per hour. However, they are slower running downhill rather than uphill because of the large hump of muscle over the shoulders. They have very thick fur to keep them warm in brutal, windy, and snowy winters. Grizzlies can be distinguished from most other brown bear subspecies by their proportionately longer claws and cranial profile which resembles that of the polar bear. Left square bracket 9 right square bracket. Compared to other North American brown bear subspecies, A grizzly has a silver-tipped pelt and is smaller in size. This size difference is due to the lesser availability of food in the grizzly's landlocked habitats. Left square bracket 10 right square bracket. They are similar in size, color and behavior to the Siberian brown bear, Ursus arctos coloris. Grizzly bears also characteristically have claws that are twice the length of their toes. Left square bracket 11 right square bracket left square bracket 12 right square bracket. Edit right square bracket name. The word, grizzly, in its name refers to, grizzled, or grey hairs in its fur, but when naturalist George Ord formally named the bear in 1815 he misunderstood the word as, grizzly, to produce its biological Latin specific or subspecific name, horribilis. Left square bracket 13 right square bracket. Edit right square bracket range. Grizzly bears are found in Asia, Europe and North America, giving them one of the widest ranges compared to other bear species. The grizzly bear originated in Eurasia and traveled to North America approximately 50 years ago. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. This is a very recent event in evolutionary time, causing the North American grizzly bear to be very similar to the brown bears inhabiting Europe and Asia. In North America, grizzly bears previously ranged from Alaska to Mexico and as far east as the Hudson Bay area. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. In the United States the species is now found only in Alaska, south through much of western Canada, and into portions of the northwestern United States including Idaho, Montana, Washington and Wyoming, extending as far south as Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks, but is most commonly found in Canada. There may still be a small population in Colorado in the southern San Juan Mountains. In September 2007 a hunter produced evidence of grizzly bear rehabilitation in the Selway-Bitterroot ecosystem, in Idaho and western Montana, by killing a male grizzly bear. Left square bracket 15 right square bracket. Its original range also included much of the Great Plains and the southwestern states, but it has been extirpated in most of those areas. Excluding Alaska, the United States has less than 1,000 grizzly bears. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. In Canada there are approximately 25,000 grizzly bears occupying British Columbia, Alberta, the Yukon, the Northwest Territories, Nunavut and the northern part of Manitoba. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. Combining Canada and the United States, grizzly bears inhabit approximately half the area of their historical range. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. In British Columbia, grizzly bears inhabit approximately 90% of their original territory. There were approximately 25,000 grizzly bears in British Columbia when the European settlers arrived. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. However, population size significantly decreased due to hunting and habitat loss. In 2008 it was estimated that there were 16,014 grizzly bears. Population estimates for British Columbia are based on hair snagging, DNA-based inventories, mark recapture and a refined multiple regression model. Left square bracket 16 right square bracket. Other provinces in the United States may use a combination of different methods for population estimates. Therefore it is difficult to say precisely what methods were used to produce total population estimates for Canada and North America, as they were likely developed from a variety of different studies. The grizzly bear currently has legal protection in Mexico, European countries, some areas of Canada and in the United States. However, it is expected that the repopulation of its former range will be a slow process, due equally to the ramifications of reintroducing such a large animal to areas which are prized for agriculture and livestock, and also to the bear's slow reproductive habits. Bears invest a good deal of time in raising young.